I'm just going to show you a few things that you can do to keep your computer running really good and kind of optimize it and clean it. And it doesn't take that long to do, and then once you have all the programs installed and everything, it's really easy to do. And just when you get into the habit of doing it all, you'll notice that it's even easier. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, lots of times when you get your computer, like when you buy it new or whatever, it always comes with some pre-installed antivirus software. So usually it's like Norton or McAfee, and then it's all fine if you keep it for the first like 60 days or whatever, but then after 60 days it's going to start reminding you that your trial's complete and you need to pay for your subscription, blah blah blah, or saying stuff that like your computer's not clean or it's like not protected. So the first thing you want to do is get rid of that stuff, because honestly I don't think that any of the paid antiviruses are any better than anything you can get for free or just, you know, regular maintenance. So the first thing you want to do is go into Start and go Control Panel, and from there you want to go to Programs, Uninstall a Program, and then from in here you're going to look for anything that's Norton or McAfee, even like the website advisor and whatever, any kind of security shit. So just delete it. Like just go to click on it and then go uninstall, and then just uninstall it from your computer. You might also need to restart your computer after you do this. So then the next step would be to get a new one, which I already have on my computer. It's called Microsoft Security Essentials. So it all the time's monitoring your computer, just the same as like McAfee or Norton. And anytime something comes up like a virus or something, it is going to pop up on the side and let you know that it's like removed this virus or whatever. So I usually update mine. This one I updated, I guess, today. So it kind of updates pretty like discreetly, which is nice actually, and it doesn't like hog up your computer. I like that it's actually lightweight, kind of like it. I had AVG free and I liked AVG for a long time, but then I noticed that it actually makes my computer super slow, especially when it's trying to update or do its own scans when it wants to. So I didn't like that, so I've gotten Microsoft Security Essentials, which is free and it works really good. So anyways, what we're going to do is go to the internet to download that. So actually, where's Internet Explorer? And then from here I want you to just go Microsoft Security Essentials, and you get it from the Windows website. So once you Google that, it's right here. So you download it, run. Now it's downloading the file, and then it's going to start the installation program. So basically I already have it though, so I'm not really going to be installing it. I'm just going to show you. So from there you've got that, and then now your computer's already safe again. It was only really safe for like what, 1 minute. The next thing you want to get is Crap Cleaner. So you can go to Google, and this one, they changed the name. It used to be called Crap Cleaner, but now they changed it to CCLEANER. So the best place to get it from is this pureform.com. So click on that one, and this is the one you're going to get here, just the free one, and it just does basically everything that you need. So download that. It's going to pop up. You go run. So now it's downloading Crap Cleaner and your internet Windows Security Essentials. So once you have those two, the next one you're going to download is something called Malwarebytes Anti-Malware. So this one you're not going to run this very often. This is going to be like you run it maybe I run mine probably once every 3 months, this one, but it's good to have on your computer. It's the best, I think it's the best one, it's free. So you want to, it says try 14-day trial of Malwarebytes Anti-Malware Premium, so make sure when you're downloading it, you download the free version. So here's going to take you, see where it said get my free download, click it, but you don't want to download this one because this is the trial one. So you want to go Malware Anti-Malwarebytes free. You want to make sure it says free and go download. So here, this is, you want to set up English, yeah. So this is kind of how the installation process works. So go next, I accept, and sometimes make sure you kind of just have a quick look at like what you're installing, just because I know sometimes a lot of programs, they'll sneak in like, oh, make Bing my search provider, or it'll like say it's gonna download Conduit or blah blah blah. So you make sure this is for Malwarebytes anti-malware. So click next. This is saying this is where it's gonna install it. So good. Yeah. We don't really need a desktop icon. Next. And install. So now that's installing on your computer. That's kind of how you install a program, but always make sure you're not checking off weird things that it wants you to install. So, this is important. Enable free trial of Malwarebytes Anti-Malware Premium. So we're going to check it off because we don't want the free trial. We just want the free one. So you check that off, so there's no check mark there. And we're not going to launch it right now, so you're just going to leave both those unchecked and go finish. So now we have those. This is for crap cleaner. So again, the installation process is the exact same, but I already have this on my computer. So I'm just going to exit out of there. And then this is for the Microsoft Security Essentials. So it's telling me we can't install it on your computer because you already have it on your computer, which is good to know, because even if you want to try and download it, it'll tell you if you already have it on your computer. So we don't need it, we already have it. So then from there, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to, we're going to use the crap cleaner. So you can look for it in your programs, or you can also search it down here, CCLEANER. And there it is. So we open that up. And then one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to, if you're running this, just go run cleaner. But right now I'm just going to, well, I'll go run too. So it says this process will permanently delete files from your system. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Yes. So okay. So usually it takes about 3 to 10 minutes. Here it's just quick because I already did run it earlier today. So this is something you're going to want to do probably, I do it every like 2 weeks. Once every 2 weeks. So do that. This is all the stuff I deleted. It didn't delete that much. It deleted 110 megabytes. But I've seen it sometimes delete like 1,000 megabytes, which is like a gigabyte of just crap that doesn't need to be on my computer. So when that's done, then you go to registry and just go scan for issues. And it's probably going to come up with a whole bunch of stuff. And then just go fix selected issues. Do you want to back up changes to the registry? I used to always back it up, but I never ever needed to use a backup file for it, so I'm just going to go no. And I kind of recommend that you go no as well, because if you select yes, then you're going to have to save a backup file for it, and that's just more crap on your computer you don't want. So it's pretty safe just to say no. And then you go fix all selected issues. I'm not going to do them right now because I already did them. And this is something I usually do right after I do my crap cleaner. So usually once every 2 weeks I do both of these. And then it's a good habit to go into your tools here and check into your programs that you have programs that you have installed on your computer, and just go through them and make sure there's no junk that you don't want on your computer. So I do this quite often, like not often, but like once every 2 weeks or a month. I look and make sure there's not junk that got accidentally installed on my computer, or a program that you tried downloading and didn't like it. Here, just get rid of it if I don't use it or like it. You want to make sure on here that you never have conduit. CONDIUT. Anything that says conduit is like, it's a pretty common spyware that people have on their computer. So if you ever have that, just go uninstall. So I don't have it on my computer, obviously. So then the next thing to do is to go into startup. So basically all these programs that are in here are all things that my computer does when it first starts up. As soon as it starts up and it takes a while loading everything, it's because it's loading all these things when it starts up. So basically what you want to do is, there's a lot of things that don't need to be starting up when your computer starts up, or even running while your computer's running. So these ones that are lighter gray are ones that I've already disabled. So if you see on the side here, there's enable, disable, and delete. I never delete any of them, just in case I accidentally disable something and I needed it. So I always just disable, not delete. So you can kind of play around in here, and like something like uTorrent, I don't need uTorrent to start up when my computer starts, and I don't need it running while my computer's running. So if I want to use uTorrent, I'll actually literally, I want it to only start up when I actually click on it and want to use it. So that's the thing you do. You just basically, you can right click on it. Oh, I guess you can't. Or I guess it would probably say disable if it was, well, we'll just enable it for fun. And then, yeah, okay, so you can just right click and go disable. And then disable, it's going to tell you that it's not going to start when your computer starts up. So I just did a whole bunch of these, like Adobe, Acrobat, and all that stuff. Doesn't need to be starting when my computer starts. There's some things that you should leave. Like this one doesn't need to be on. Like a couple things that you're not really too sure of. What I usually do is I'll look them up. So you can actually go into your internet and say this one, Akamai Net Session Interface. So now we'll just go into Google, because I want to know if I want to Net Session Interface startup. And I'll usually write startup on there as well. Google that, and it says, most of these websites say like, should I remove it, blah blah blah. So we'll ask this one, should I remove it? And then it tells you what that program actually is. So Akamai Net Session downloads or streams contents to you only after you've requested it from your software or media publishers. Blah 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 blah. And then if you look down more, so it has something to do with downloading files. And then it's also nice when it has comments too, because other people who know what it is. Okay, so basically it's saying in this comment that it uses a significant amount of bandwidth whenever your computer is on to upload to other users. Remove it immediately after finishing the download you used it for. Okay, so basically I just learned that that program is not really necessary for your computer. So mine's activated, so I'm just gonna, or enabled, so I'm just gonna disable it right now. And now that's not gonna start up when my computer starts up. This one's my printer, so I'm gonna leave that on. This one's Asus, I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna leave some of those on, but I've deleted a lot, like iTunes Helper, I can disable that one. Premium sound, leave that. Wireless console, leave that. So some of them you can Google and find out what they are, and if your computer actually needs them to be running. So I just disable, and it makes your computer start up a lot faster. So then once you're done that, then you're done everything in the crap cleaner. And like I said, once every 2 weeks you should open it up and do a cleaner, and then do a registry fix. And then the next thing you should do is run the anti-malware. So it's Malwarebytes Anti-Malware. So you're going to open that up, and like I said, I only do this probably if you know your computer probably has viruses or it's running really, really slowly even after you did like the cleaning and all that. Then yes, run this Malwarebytes anti-malware. But other than that, if your computer's running fine and stuff, I would only do this like maybe once every 3 months. So, saying that we have the Malwarebytes anti-malware free. Right now, it's checking for database updates. So basically, it updates just to like learn about new viruses and update them so that they know how to protect your computer properly. And then, so this is a little bit different than a antivirus. Antivirus kind of protects you from like just spyware and stuff like that, and then anti-malware protects you from a little bit more advanced viruses, I guess. So anyways, scan now. And I've seen this take probably like 20 minutes to 2 hours. Basically, and then it's gonna basically clean the entire computer if there's any viruses on your computer. So I always just like, it's good to do that once every 3 months or so. And then basically beyond that, you just do your crap cleaner every 2 weeks and make sure every like 4 or 5 days you restart your computer, just to, because it clears the some of the memory actually. Like every time you restart your computer, it like blank slates the memory. So if you're like me and you leave your computer on and just put it like my laptop into sleep all the time, I make sure that I restart it if it's getting a little sluggish, and then if it's still a little sluggish after a restart, then that's usually that 2-week mark where I'll run the crap cleaner, and then it's just running perfectly again and nice and fast. So yeah, that's everything you can do, and then thanks for watching the video.